had to do some adjustments on the bow. So practice, make sure everything's good. First shot of the day. And as they say, it's the first one's the only one that matters. When you're shooting a deer, you only get one. I'm only shooting from 20 yards today just because I'm trying to make sure everything's dialed in and set. Trying to go for more lung shots than heart shots now because heart shots leave you less of a target. All right, let's go see how he did on that first round. First 5 shots of the day. Let's see how it worked out. Let's see. Old bear bow. Hell yeah. That was my first bow, was an old bear. I'd say for the first 5 shots of the day, that's not bad. I got 2 arrows touching here, 2 just about touching here, and this one, I would have been a double lung. All 3 of those, all 5 of those would have been, you know, dead deer. So we're good there. This thing's, this target is about to just fall over dead on its own. You know, they say these Glendale targets are supposedly the best, but you can see the legs are separating from the body, and it's, you know, I mean, it's just foam. So, but you know, for $200, you'd expect it to last more than a couple of months. I was going to go out today and out there in the back and set up for my 50-yard target, but it's not very nice outside. It's, what is it, it's 11 o'clock, just after 11 o'clock, and it's 95 degrees. So I really don't want to be out there in the sun shooting. I mean, yeah, real world conditions, I would be out in the sun shooting, but, you know, I'd be hidden in a nice shady spot, so. All right. Round 2. I'm comfortable shooting 60 and 70 yards at targets, but I'm going to take a shot over 40 on a deer. Just there's too many variables. first arrow out of that group. That's my one arrow with the different fletching. No, I'm sorry, I got two arrows with different fletchings. That one's the bright green and white. So we'll see where that hit when we get up there. That was high left. That was my fault though. I knew right when I released that arrow I was off. That was my fault. All right. Out of 5 shots, I know 2 of those were really bad. So let's go see how bad they were. Remember I said my first shot was my arrow with the brighter green and white fletch. That's this one right here. That is a heart shot and a half. The one I said was high left was this one here. Still a lung shot. The one I said was way far back. Still a liver shot. Right on the edge with a broadhead. Would have clipped a lung. And the other 2 were double lung and a heart. So out of 5 shots, I'm eating deer 5 times. Look at how bad this target is. Look at how far my arrows are blown through the back of it. That's just because I shoot it so damn much. Yeah, this target's about done. It's starting to lean because the little slots that hold the legs are starting to get blown out. But it is what it is. I'll shoot it until I can't shoot it no more, and then I'll buy a new one. Dog's out here just chilling. So I got this little dog bed out here for him, this little raised dog bed. He prefers to lay in the dirt. I just don't get it. The other dog's digging a fucking tunnel. He chases the reflection off the bird feeder right there, and he tries to dig at the reflection. He's dug out this whole area. I actually dug up my pepper plant right here the other day. Whipped his ass for that. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully I'll shoot better this round than I did last. Start off with my different arrow this time. cat keeps fucking with my cat. It keeps coming in the yard and starting fights with my cat. I have an arrow with that cat's name on it. I just saw it run across out back. If he gives me a shot, he's gone. Oh, that sounded expensive. Dang it. Pretty sure I just broke an arrow. Dang. So I don't like shooting groups. Let's go see if I broke it or if I just skimmed it. I do not like hitting arrows like that. People go, oh, it's awesome you hit your arrow. That's a good shot. Well, yeah, it's a great shot, but it's an expensive shot. And I got lucky. They're touching, but I didn't break it. I mean, this thing's almost not stopping these arrows anymore. Look how far those are going through. Which tells me that if that was a shot on an actual deer, it would have been a pass-through shot, which is great because pass-through shots create a lot more blood. More blood equals, quicker death, which sounds morbid, but if I'm going to shoot a deer, I want it to die as fast as possible rather than suffer. So I can get a blow through shot and it bleeds out quick. I'm better with that. See how we do this time. Hopefully I don't break an arrow. See how that worked out. Five out of 5 kill shots. Not bad. 4 out of 5 blew through the backside. when you can pull 2 arrows with one hand at the same time, you know that's a good shot. 2 good shots. God, this thing is just falling apart. Look at that. The body and the leg are separating, which there should not be. Oh yeah, it's deer season for me until New Year's Eve. The way I do my tags, I do them upright, so I get the first Saturday of September until New Year's Eve is my deer season. And actually, rifle season starts, I think, next week or a week after, which is kind of good for me because once rifle season starts, all these guys are going to come invade my area where I'm archery hunting, and all that does is pushes the deer back to where I'm hunting. And I'm shooting my bow. It's an Edge Max. It's Bowtech. I think after this season I'm going to replace this and get I'm not sure what I'm going with yet, either Hoyt or Matthews, but I'm not sure which one. Shot, it was still a good shot. Ah, dang it, I hit the arrow. Damn it. One of the reasons I don't like shooting groups is because I hit arrows at $25 an arrow. I don't know, Chris. I don't know what his plans are, man. Look at that. Doesn't get any closer than that, right? This one I knew right out of the gate was a bad shot. DWC, what's up, brother? How you been, man? Everything good? I saw you on Eagle the other night, but I wasn't able to jump on or anything. Had shit going on. Yeah, Chris, that's the point. You hit the lungs of the heart. last one at 20, and then I think I'll move back. Shot all 5 of those arrows with both eyes open rather than closing my off eye. Let's see how that went. No, if you hit it in the leg, you're just going to fuck up its leg and cause it to die like 3 weeks later from an infection. That's why you always aim for a... Ideally, you want a heart shot, but you always aim for at least a double lung shot. So it's hard to tell because this target's so fucked up because I'm shotting it so much. But this outline here is the liver, okay? It's a very narrow, I mean, that's 2 fingers, right? A liver shot will kill the deer, but it's going to take a while for it to bleed out and die. The lungs are here, okay? You got this whole big area of lung. You hit the lungs, it's going to bleed out and suffocate and die. The heart is here, okay? That area is only about the size of a tennis ball. But 90% of the time, when you get a heart shot, you're going to puncture both lungs as well. And that deer is going to run 50, 60 yards tops, and then it's going to fall over dead. Which is what you want. You want that deer to die as quick as possible. I don't want to shoot a deer and have it suffer for, you know, days or hours or even minutes. If I shoot that deer, I want it dead within a few minutes. That way, it's a quick death. I can't really, how would I put a picture of the insides? I mean, you can go on, you can Google deer anatomy and you'll see the inside of the deer. All right, let me move back to 30 yards now. See if I can find a good spot for my camera. Maybe up on the smoker. That didn't work. Oh, hold on. I gotta straighten this thing out. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. Hey, get out of there, you guys. You're in the way. Let me figure out how to get this thing a little more balanced here. this will do it. Going with some ghetto ass rigging on the camera. Alright. That'll work. Alright, so now we're going to be shooting from 30 yards. Come on, guys, move. Come on. Okay, let's go. Over here. Gotta make the dogs move. I don't want to shoot the dog. All right, first shot from 30. This is the only one that matters, your first shot. High left. Still most likely cut a lung, but I'd rather catch the center of a lung than an edge of a lung. Left again. So, adjust my point of aim a little bit. That looks like a bad shot too. All right, let me go pull those arrows. All 5 of those shots sucked. What I should be doing is getting in my saddle and shooting out of the tree. Problem is, the way the tree sits, it's kind of a bitch to shoot out of that tree. I can shoot out of my pine tree or the tree in the front yard, but they're a bitch to get up into, and it's not our tree I would actually set up in on an actual hunt, so there's no point. So from 30 yards, it looks like I'm shooting a little left, which means I've got to aim as far farther back than normal. That was a little too far back. There we go. No, that was left again. Oh, I see. Looks like my drop away is off a little bit. And my arrow's hitting, kicking it left. Let me verify that. I'm going to assume I aimed. I'm going to watch the arrow leave the rest and see if that's what I see as it hitting. That's not. It's hitting right here a little bit. So that's going to be a bitch. That means I got to adjust my drop away just a hair, which I don't really want to have to do. But I could also take the cage off of the drop away, and that would fix it as well. So so that's going to be a bitch because I got to take the whole drop away off to get to that cage, which means I'd have to redo my sights. I'd have to reset everything. And if I was in a real world situation shooting at a deer, I don't have time to take shit apart and redo it all in the field. So adapt, overcome. I know I'm shooting left, so I'll aim right. And I hit right where I wanted to. Alright, let me go pull those arrows and then it's going to be time to burn one. Well, that sucks. It doesn't matter above or below. It's just shot placement. Now, when you're shooting them from above, your shot placement has to be a little higher than normal because you know your arrow's coming down at an angle like that, right? So if you're shooting a deer straight on, your arrow's traveling straight through. Okay, it's going to go straight through. Now, when you're shooting a deer from above, your arrow's coming down at an angle like this, right? So let me take you out here and show you. Straight on shot like this, right? Straight on broadside shot. This arrow is coming straight into the deer, okay? It's going to come straight in, right? From above, your arrow's come at more of an angle. So if I were to aim for the heart right here, most likely my arrow is going to hit up here into nothingness if I'm aiming at a straight shot. So from up above, like in a tree stand or a tree saddle, you want to aim at more of an angle and shoot up here rather than aiming for the lungs. You aim for a little bit higher on the lung. That way, as the arrow passes through the deer, right? It's hard to see on the camera here. Let me see if I can zoom out, okay? So if I were to hit, okay, right there, right center of the lungs, okay? That's a straight on shot. If I took that shot from up in a tree, you see that different angle? It might catch the lung, but it's going to blow out down below. So what I want to do from a tree is I want to hit that deer higher with more of an angle to that arrow, because now if you look at it, right, that arrow goes through that deer that way. Now it's catching both lungs, even though it's going at an angle, right? Just simple physics, it's going to hit both lungs. So you're getting a way better kill shot. I'm really thinking about setting up my saddle and shooting out of the tree for a little bit. Which, you know what? If I set my stand, if I set my platform over here, that gives me a strong side shot out of the tree. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll set up my saddle and start shooting out of the tree here in a second. So I'm going to cut this off. I'll set up my saddle, get everything hung, get everything taken care of, and then I'll come back and I'll start shooting from the tree. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.